Alright, so we're going to program some TVs today from the BVEs to the My Programmer and then insert it into the actual Cybex R Series treadmill and go ahead and transfer it over so it gets the signal. So the first things first is I'm going to install the battery onto the programmer, and once it powers on, once you plug it in, you'll just turn the power button on and it'll power on. Then I'll take my headphones and I'll plug my headphones into the bottom of the programmer and I will listen to what I have. So in order to scan channels, what you'll do, and I'm reading off the instructions, so there are instructions in the drawer next to the programmer. You will press channel down and volume up. So channel down, volume up, and it'll have P4, and that's what we're looking at, because if you look at this right here and reference it on the actual sheet, it'll say broadcast vision 900 megahertz transmitter, and that's what we have. That's transmitting signal. And you'll hit TV and it'll scan automatically through the channels. So we'll just wait for that to go through. So now it's got all the channels that it's finding within close proximity, so we'll be able to go through and select the channels that you want. So I'm outside of Cycling Studio 2 and I'm on Treadmill 11. I'm facing the TVs, and from right to left it's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go through and scan through manually each channel and select it or deselect it if I want to. So right now I'm hearing fizz, so that means I don't want this channel. If I wanted this channel, I'll just hit TV, and up here you'll see it says preset, channel preset, but since it's coming in fizzy, I don't want this channel, so I'm just going to hit TV again and it's going to unpreset. So then I'm going to scroll through the channels on the device, and this is preset, but it's not coming out anything that I can see on the TV. So it's kind of a process. You have to look at this, look at that, look at the TVs, look at the programmer, and then also look at the TVs and make sure that you're programming to the right channels. So this says channel preset, but I don't want that one, so I'm going to uncheck it. So this is fizzy, but I don't want this channel, so I'm going to hit TV again and take it off of preset. Again, preset, take it off of preset because I don't want this channel. So there's a clear signal, but it's not on any of the TVs in order that I want it. So I'm going to hit TV again to take it out of preset. So on here it says channel 28 is picking up a signal from TV 1. So that says preset. So that'll be channel 1 after you get done, and this will all make sense after we get to that point. But this is preset, so then I'm going to go to the next channel. And 30 is preset, and it's set to TV 2. And then 31 is going to be the third TV, and then I'm going to hit channel up again, and I don't want 32. So once that's done, you hit program, and now it's sequence 1, 2, 3, right to left. So now when you scroll through, you should hear TV 1, TV 2, and TV 3. So now that you have it programmed to this device, now we'll transfer it from this device to the actual the treadmill. So you take your USB programmer, plug it in, and it'll wait for it to power up. It has power. So then after you do that, you're going to follow the instructions on how to program it. And let me just, I don't do this every day, so you're going to press and hold send and program. It'll say send, and you're going to hit send, and then it's going to, at this point in time, it's going to flash send, and it's going to send it to the programming of the channels. So the reason why it says E2 is because all these TVs are already programmed. So if you get an E2, that means there should be nothing wrong. If you're still having a problem, you might have to go back through and troubleshoot some different things. But that's just the basis on how this whole process works. It'll go back to complete, and it'll be done. It'll say complete on here once it's programmed the channels to the actual receiver. And that's pretty much it. So since we got an E2, we can just turn the power off, and we can go back through and program it if we need to, but like I said, if that's not working, you might have to troubleshoot a little bit different, but that's the basis on how all that works. One last thing I like to do before I made sure all the channels went through, you can go ahead and take the USB programmer out of the machine, set it off to the side, and I like to make sure that the channels are good to go on the actual treadmill itself. So if I look at the screen and I'm on channel 1, I want to make sure channel 1's coming in. Same thing with channel 2. If I'm on channel 2, I want to make sure it's coming in clearly. Channel 3, I want to make sure that's coming in clearly as well. So all the channels are working. Check the volume, make sure that's working, and then scroll back down to channel 1. It'll start where the person coming on to the next treadmill will start off where you left off. You can unplug your headphones and you'll be good to go. One thing that people don't really understand is that sometimes the connection for your headphone port may be a little bit bigger or smaller depending on the type of headphone port you're using. They're all a 3mm headphone jack, but some of them are a little bit looser. Their connection might not work, so they might say that it's not working, but in fact it actually is working. So if you just go through and double check to make sure it is working with a pair of your headphones or headphones we have in the back in the maintenance office, that should be good. So hopefully that helps.